Hello everyone and welcome back to PhD and Productivity, or welcome if you are new. My name is Kira and on this channel I talk about my experience doing a PhD so far. I'm in first year of a computer science PhD and I also share some tips about being productive, especially at this time when a lot of us are working from home. So if you would like to see videos like that, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when new videos are uploaded. And I just wanted to say thank you so much to everyone who has been subscribing and leaving all sorts of comments. It's really great to hear from you guys, especially now when it's difficult to stay connected to people, so it's great to hear from everybody. And as well, thank you for subscribing and supporting me for the journey of building this channel as part of my scientific communication and public speaking skill. I feel like I've been really improving this skill throughout the course of making these videos, and hopefully you have been enjoying them as well. Today's video is all about writing your abstract for your PhD thesis, what you should include and why you should write it early. I'm only 6 months into my PhD, but I've written my abstract about 3 months ago in the academic writing class that I am taking part in right now, and it was very much their recommendation that it should be written early because it's a good way to keep you on track. Some of the reasons why it's good to write your abstract early is because it can be very motivational. So having somewhere to look at your ideal of what you would like to get out of your PhD is a great thing. And I talked about that in my video, How to Stay Motivated During a PhD. And a lot of people weren't sure how they would be able to write their abstract at this early stage. So I'm going to explain a bit about how you can do that and why you should do that. Your abstract, which is about 300 words, will summarize your research, and it will summarize it over all the different headings that generally are part of your thesis. So your introduction, your motivation, your methodology, your results and findings, your discussions, and any validation. So you'll be addressing a number of questions in a couple of sentences each, and you want to make as much use of the short amount of space that you have in the abstract length. So choose your words carefully. So the first question you want to ask yourself is, what was done? What was achieved through your research? This will be related to your introduction, and it's basically what your whole thesis is aimed at answering. The second question you want to ask for yourself is why? Why was this research done? What is the motivation for your research? The third thing that you will ask is how? How was this done? What methods did you use? The fourth thing that you're going to ask yourself is, what were the results and findings? So what was found through your research? What were the main results? The fifth thing you're going to ask is, what were the significance of those findings? So this is related to your discussion. And lastly, which may or may not be relevant, will be a validation point, how you can validate your work. So very quickly, in under a minute, I've discussed all of the points that you should include in your abstract, the different questions you want to ask yourself. What was done? Why was it done? How was it done? What were the results? What were the significance of the results? And something about validation. So it's a very simple idea, but lots of people struggle to write their abstract. Now you might be wondering, how can you write your abstract if you don't have any results and you haven't carried out any research? Well, at this stage, you should still have an understanding of what you would like to do and what you hope to find. So you should be able to still discuss your intentions for what you're looking to study, as well as why it's important and the types of methods you're going to apply, as well as the anticipated results and what you expect to find, as well as what significance that would have. So it's definitely possible to put together an abstract like this. Sure, this will change throughout the course of your research as different things evolve. You might come up with new methodologies and results might not be what you expect. But you can still put together this indicative abstract early on. And it's good to do this for a number of reasons. Firstly, it's good practice. Throughout the course of your research, you will be writing a ton of abstracts. So writing one now, which is not necessarily going to go directly into your thesis or into a conference, is great practice. It can be difficult to write abstracts, so getting the hang of it now is a great thing to be doing. Secondly, the abstract will serve as a concise rationale for your project. And this can be helpful even just when discussing your research with others. You will have eloquently put together a reason for doing your research and why it's important. And that can just be helpful to have, especially for discussing with others, as well as for your own motivation. It can be good to be able to look at that and see why you're doing your research and why doing your PhD is important, because you know that the research you're doing has a big impact. Thirdly, when you put together your proposal aims with your proposed methodologies in such a short space, it can be good to see that your methodologies actually make sense and address all of your aims and will be able to fulfill whatever questions you're trying to answer. Seeing them together can often make you realize that your methodology might need some work. So it's definitely a good idea to put together everything into a shorter span so that you're really making sure that your methods address your aims and questions. Mainly, it will be able to highlight any significant impact that your research will have, that you expect it to have, and that you hope you will achieve throughout your PhD. The abstract shows you everything you want to do throughout the course of your PhD, so it's a very motivational thing to have written. I personally feel that having written this and being able to look back at it anytime I'm lacking motivation has been very helpful, because it shows me what I want to do, why I want to do it, how I'm going to do it, and what I expect to find, and it really is helpful and motivational to do so. I definitely feel that it is possible for you to do this, and I do think it's something I would highly recommend doing early on in your PhD, because it really keeps you on track and it keeps you focused as well as motivated. So I hope this video was helpful. Please let me know in the comments below if you feel, having watched this now, you will be able to tackle your abstract and write this even though you might not have all of your research done or even any significant research done at this point. I wrote mine before I'd even finished my first project, probably near the beginning of my first project. So there's no reason why you can't do the same. And I really hope this video has helped you. So please give it a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments below if you're planning to write your abstract or if you have done so already. Because of the obvious situation, I'm able to put out a lot more content than normal, so if you would like to stay tuned for future videos, be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you know when these videos are uploaded, and let me know what videos you would like to see, because I would love to work on those for you. Thank you all for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.